What's going on, car nerds? Welcome back to the Fuel for Thought podcast. We're already on episode 43, and I'm here with Kevin. I'm Jay, and Kevin, what's today's episode about?
So it's going to be a quick one. We're just to highlight...
Just a quickie, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to highlight, I think, one of our favorite car shows that happens every year in the GTA, and it is called the Yorkville Exotics.
Yeah, so this is pretty crazy. I mean, apart from, what was the one called? I always forget the names of shit.
Or...
No, the one that at Yorkville too, DDE showed up.
Oh, Gumball.
Gumball, yeah. That was pretty nuts, but obviously the regular car show programming, this one's probably the craziest, yeah, definitely. I mean, there's always sweet cars. Last year we both went with our girlfriends, and this year just mine came. Yours decided she didn't like cars as much, but that's okay.
She was with friends, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it was still like really fun. Like, it was super hot, but yeah. So today we're just gonna give you guys a rundown, kind of, you know, what crazy exotics we saw, and kind of, you know, how it was, how the event was, and kind of tell you guys if it's worth going next year. All right, what do you want to start?
Let's start off by like describing why the car show happens and what it's about. So it happens every year on Father's Day. It's become a tradition. They've been doing it for, I want to say, like 20, 25 years now.
What day is that exactly? Is that the 7th of June? I don't remember exactly. I think
somewhere in June, yeah.
Yeah.
Just it falls on Father's Day. It's always a Sunday,
True.
So that's when it happens. And it's in Yorkville, so part of Toronto. It's essentially like the bougie part of town.
Yeah, like there's like the Gucci stores and, you know, all the crazy high-end boutique stores. There's always, even on days where there's no car shows, there's like pretty insane exotics driving around. Like, we always go do some car spotting, you know, as little nerds as we are.
Yeah.
We go looking, and there's like almost always like an Aventador of some type, and some Ferraris, some Porsches. So yeah, I mean, the car show just accentuates what's already there, and people come from all over to kind of gather there. But yeah, I mean, first of all, happy Father's Day, all the fathers out there. Yes. We're not fathers yet. We know how to pull out. So so that's one of them. But yeah, hopefully, you know, you guys had a good time with your dads, and next year you'll come to the Yorkville Exotic Car Show, and we can all meet up.
Yeah, for sure. And we'll probably be there every year.
Yeah, honestly.
Unless there's something.
Unless we move away or some shit. But
yeah.
It'll be okay.
But this year it keeps getting crazier and crazier. This year was packed. It was insane.
It was insane, yeah. Like, it was hard to walk, honestly. And this is like, keep in mind, this is like a 4-lane road in the middle of like a city. So it's like the sidewalks are full and both lanes are full of people. Yeah. So it was a lot of people.
Yeah, and it's like almost impossible to take pictures because there's like, how they situate cars is there's a line of cars here, and then there's like just a crowd of people in front. So you kind of have to like shuffle your way into the crowd to take
even if you go
pictures.
from behind too, like there's like a I guess like a red caution tape kind of thing.
Yeah.
They have obviously they're like filled up, like whatever it's called, blocked off. So you can stand there, but usually there's like people blocking the whole thing, so you gotta like go above them to take a photo and stuff. So it's a little tricky to see cars, but you just kind of gotta wait your turn to go to the front, and then it's fine.
Exactly. You just be patient.
Yeah.
And this year was actually pretty exciting because it was twice the size of last year's car show.
Really?
Because last year was just a section, so from Bay to University was closed. This year they closed another section of the road, so it's
insane. And that's on, is it Bloor?
Bloor Street.
Bloor, okay, yeah.
So technically not Yorkville Street, but it's...
Yeah, I think it technically doesn't include it, right? Like, Yorkville's like kind of not part of it, but yeah, exactly. But I mean, even still, we still saw some nice cars when we walked down there too, so
yeah,
it doesn't end.
Yeah, so we're just gonna talk about like some of the highlights we saw.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, probably the best spot was the Koenigsegg Regera.
It's kind of mid. Just kidding.
Yeah.
It's
I
pretty
mean, the car itself, I don't really understand the whole no transmission, no speeds. It doesn't really sound good, but I gotta say this one like has gold flakes. I think we saw it at the auto show this year.
Oh yeah.
The blue and white interior.
That's actually pretty sexy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's a very nice looking.
It's a nice spec. Yeah.
Yeah, I always get the Regera and the Jesko mixed up, but now I kind of know a bit better. But actually, funny enough, you know Sam Altman of OpenAI. He actually drives a Regera too.
Yeah.
You know, the best part is that OpenAI is supposed to be non-profit, so
Well, for us, it's not like it's free, right?
Yeah.
But companies like
of course.
big corporations will buy licenses to use it.
Yeah, I don't know if OpenAI itself is non-profit or if it's just like how they label it for tax purposes. I don't know how it works, but
Maybe it's a separate entity.
be,
OpenAI
yeah.
is for like the
and then ChatGPT is like its own thing within, but I don't know.
maybe, yeah.
But yeah, anyway, he drives one of these. I saw like a clip of him just driving. Like he's just some blonde-haired boy, and he's driving a Regera. It's pretty sick.
Yeah. So yeah, this car was cool. The only issue, I don't know. It's not an issue. It's just it felt weird. So Grand Touring is like the biggest dealership in Toronto. Has like the best cars, and the way they laid it out this year is they put like a huge section of fence, and you couldn't go in unless you donated to charity.
Really?
So you had to line up and then donate $10. So it's kind of like gatekeeping the nice cars, the hypercars, which is
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's going to charity, I guess. Like whatever.
Yeah.
Like if they're just profiting off it, I'd be like, fuck that. I'm not doing it.
that's true. Like, because the whole thing is for charity. The whole car show, like people have to pay to register their car in the car show, and then that goes to charity. And then makes us like for everyone else, it makes it for free.
Yeah.
So you don't have to pay to go in.
Just pretty nice, honestly. It's
Yeah.
nice for like families, especially. Obviously, it's Father's Day, so like going with dads and stuff.
But yeah, this one was a bit tough because I saw quite a few families, waiting in line and then getting to there, and then they find out they have to pay, and there's like 5 people there, and it's like $50. It's like okay, like
That's pretty
steep.
pricey. Oh, I didn't know it was 10 per person. Yeah, that adds up.
Yeah, so like for me it was fine. I'm just like sure, $10.
Yeah.
But like a family of 5, 6.
True. And it was a cash only.
No, you could tell.
Oh, okay, nice. Okay.
But yeah. So there is Koenigsegg Regera. There's 2. I mean, I guess they're cool. So there's the Rimac and the
Pininfarina, yeah.
Yeah, Pininfarina.
That's also the design company for Ferrari, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's sick. They have like the little logo usually on the bottom. I know the F12 has it. It says Pininfarina like right on the bottom.
Yeah. I found out later though that car is currently the fastest EV in the world.
Really?
It does 0 to 100 in 1.8 seconds.
That's insane.
That's
How do those axles stay in one shape? That's what I wonder.
yeah.
It's
That's
probably already in a U shape so that when you hit it, it's already bent, so
Yeah.
it can't bend anymore.
it's pretty crazy. Like
That's ridiculous.
I can't imagine just
nuts.
what goes on like in your body, in your head when you experience that.
We talked about this in the previous episode, but it's literally the limiting factor now is the human body, which is crazy. I mean, this is kind of pushing that limit, so
Yeah.
interesting. What else did you see?
There was a Bugatti Chiron, which I think was
I've seen a couple of times now. We've seen some Chirons around.
Yeah. There's been. I just saw one.
I was just gonna say, you saw one out in the wild, eh?
Yeah, just driving downtown, like during lunchtime at work. I'm like, oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. You're just working your 9 to 5, and you're like, well, fuck me.
Yeah. So yeah, there was some cool hypercars, and what I liked is they had every car had a little spec sheet, so you could see the price, the horsepower, and
That's pretty
quick
cool.
facts about the cars. But yeah, it was pretty nice. You only had 7 minutes in there because they wanted to rotate people fast.
Yeah.
So I just had enough time to take a couple shots, and then that was it.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably less busy, right? In that area.
No, they limited. It was like 10 to 15 people at a time.
Oh, okay. That's
And
good.
then you have 7 minutes, and then you're out, and then it's the next lot. But it went by pretty quick. I wasn't in the line for long, but yeah, it was
Kind of sucks. You only have 7 minutes though, but
yeah.
oh well.
It was
Keeps
okay.
it exciting, I guess.
You saw another Bugatti though. You want to talk about that one?
True. Yeah. The Veyron.
Yeah.
So this one was pretty sexy. I'm not gonna lie. Like I haven't seen one in a while, and I don't know. Like the Chiron, I feel like it's just like kind of over publicized. So I'm so used to how it looks now, and like the Veyron's kind of just like that classic look.
Yeah.
So I mean, seeing this one was sweet. I know we saw Drake's old Veyron at Driven
Yeah.
last year and the year before, so it's kind of nice like seeing one again. But yeah, it looked crazy. It always makes me think so differently about them because they look so big on a screen. You know, if
Yeah.
you see them on like Top Gear or you see them on like a YouTube video, they look huge. But then you see them in person, they're like these tiny little cars. So
They're pretty fat though.
They
Like
are,
they're
yeah. But like lengthwise, and like the actual cabin is like super narrow, which is crazy. But honestly, I was way more interested with what was beside the Veyron.
the Mercy, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was gated Mercy. It wasn't. Was it the second gen? No, I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was a 6.2, so the early 2000s. But
Okay.
I mean, still sweet, the same body style. So
Yeah.
yeah, personally, I'd like the 6.5, but just apparently they're a little more reliable too with the transmissions and stuff, and it sounds a bit better.
Yeah.
6.5.
At that point, it was more Audi than Lamborghini.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
it was more, I guess, quality control was actually a thing.
Yeah, and then Lambo, like I think every 6.5 Murcielago, like they're all hand built, so they're like everyone's slightly different. It's kind of like the Lexus LFA. Nothing is exactly the same.
Yeah.
It's a slightly different pitch, which is really cool. But yeah, I mean those are going up in value like crazy. So
Yeah.
especially gated manual. Anyway, I digress.
The cool thing about the Veyron, this is like a brand new. Well, it's an old Veyron, but it's a brand new car to Toronto. It recently sold in the States at auction, RM auction, which is like one of the biggest car auctions in the world. And surprisingly, it ended up in Toronto,
That's crazy.
which is cool.
You hear that a lot, actually, just like money fleeing from other countries, and or at least cars, like coming from all over the place too. Like especially, I've noticed a lot of like Dubai cars. They still have, like the Dubai plates, like they somehow just shipped it overseas and put them here. Seen that a lot around town. Even like G wagons, honestly, seen a couple with like those long Abu Dhabi plates. It's crazy.
I haven't seen any of those.
Yeah, it's weird because they have like the Ontario plate in the window, and then they keep the.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. And then like Stig's Persian cousin, right? Mm-hmm. He has like that Super Trofeo. That thing's nuts, by the way.
Yeah.
But like he only has his like Arab plate or whatever on it, and he literally like the cops pull him over and he pulls out like a huge book of documentation. He's like, read it. And then they literally have no bounds to like give him any kind of tickets because he's like he has lawyers on this shit and he's got like everything figured out. He's a pretty smart guy. But
Yeah.
anyway, again, getting sidetracked, but yeah, it's interesting how there is so much inflow to Toronto. But honestly, glad to have this Veyron.
Yeah. I mean, it's one more car in the car
Yeah.
scene.
I mean, I'd like to see that driving around. That'd be awesome.
Speaking of driving around, we saw this thing has been pretty famous over the last couple of years. A yellow Courier GT,
Yeah,
which is driven quite a lot in Toronto, has been spotted for many years, and the owner just like does what he wants and just drives it, which is
respectable.
yeah, it's pretty crazy because I think it's only one of 80 or something in yellow
Yeah.
from factory.
It looks freaking good though. I gotta
Yeah.
admit, like yellow looks so good on that car.
Yeah, and this is like, I mean, every Courier GT is just parked in the garage.
Yeah.
Because they're appreciating value, right? But this guy,
or crashed by Paul Walker, I guess. But,
Yeah.
yeah. So many are being crashed because it's definitely on our car video of like the most dangerous cars. So
yeah,
that's the other thing.
yeah. So props to this guy to just drive it around
Yep.
the city.
Exactly.
The other one, 48. You want to talk about that one?
Yeah, so what stood out to me was the beautiful curved rims. It's fantastic. His thing had like, I mean, it looked pretty good, but like, you just
Yeah.
look at it, it's like, bro, like,
Yeah.
I mean, someone let their kid drive their car or something, or they're just kind of not good at driving, I guess.
It's interesting because, so I've seen that it's a matte black 48 Pista, beautiful spec. I think original, it's a wrap. Original is like red. When he opens the door, you can see it.
Yeah.
I've seen it quite a lot in Yorkville. But the thing I find fascinating is Yorkville doesn't have normal curbs. It's all like rounded curbs, so you can't scrape your wheels there. So
That's
he's,
true.
He's doing all that scraping somewhere else.
Yeah, so he drives, if he was around Yorkville, he wouldn't have to deal with that, but
Yeah. But it's pretty interesting to just see like this beautiful car, but then the wheels are just done.
yeah, it's pretty sad. But
Yeah.
oh well, it's just wheels. It's not like he fucked up the body, so I guess you can always get new wheels.
Yeah, and they are aftermarket. So.
Yeah, get some Forgiatos on that thing. Be good. Actually, if he drives like that, I probably shouldn't put Forgiatos on it, but
Probably not. One of my favorite cars that we saw that day, a beautiful purple SVJ.
that thing looked so clean.
It is amazing. Like in the sun, because it was like super sunny that day. We got super blessed.
Sparkly and stuff.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
it looks so
crazy.
good.
And it's almost like I feel like there's some sort of like gold flakes in the paint.
Definitely.
There's
It looks
like
like a piece of candy almost. Like
Yeah.
it was like so bright. It's crazy. There's actually, I think it might be a wrap, but there's one in Vancouver who I think he sold it, but it was called Barney.
No, that was also the same color.
Yeah, okay, yeah, because that one looked insane too.
Yeah.
'Cause I remember I saw like him driving downtown Vancouver one time. It was really sick. But yeah, anyway, speaking of cars that we love there, I got the beautiful chance to see an 812 and an F12, and they were actually parked right beside each other. So it was so sick. And then there was a cherry red F12, which is personally my favorite. It had the hood open, so you could see the whole engine bay and everything. So I mean, I was creaming all over that thing. So
Yeah.
it was great.
Yeah, and there was actually like, so there's the car show itself, but then there's just like cars driving around everywhere. So that we saw one of the 812s just, the dude's just looping around the parking of a hotel, this like fancy hotel. So it was like heaven for us.
Yeah, buddy just didn't hit the gas though. I was like,
Yeah.
like come on, buddy. Like, he literally went onto the road, had a gap, nothing.
Nothing, yeah. I even tried to hype him up. I was like, oh, yeah, nice car. Whoa. But no, got nothing.
He's just like, I hear that every day. It's fine.
Probably.
Was it a GTS, by the way? Because he had no roof, right?
Yeah, so that one was the GTS. The other one, so there's two 812s. There's one coupe and one GTS.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was pretty
And then we saw that STO as well.
Yeah.
That's fucking nice too. That was like at the hotel parking. So again, not even part of the car show, I think. But, or it might have been earlier.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet though. I'm not gonna lie. That little parkade area was nuts. Like there's the two 812s?
Two 812s, Aventador S, Huracan STO, Huracan Technica, a Bentley, and a Rolls Royce.
It's insane. It's about like $3 or $4 million under like one little divot in a hotel.
Yeah, and these guys were just like a normal day, like they're just whatever.
They're like, why is everyone here? Like, what's going on?
Not part of the show.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
For me though, my treat was all the G-Wagons.
That's time.
We saw so many of them. It was
Must be at least 800.
Yeah, I mean, like realistically, probably over 15.
Yeah, they're almost more common than Honda Civics at this point.
It's crazy. Like, what am I doing? That's my G-Wagon. Christ.
There's a lot of people with a lot of money down there, I guess.
Yeah, but the cherry on top was a full Brabus G-Wagon, the G700, so 700 horsepower, and it had the whole Brabus interior, so it was all black exterior with the red leather interior. That thing was gangster.
Yeah, it was sick.
Those things are like hella expensive because if you like fully custom out the whole G-Wagon is like 250. The kit alone is like 50,000. That's without labor and paint and all that. And then the interior and then the like horsepower upgrade.
Like 350, 400.
Probably closer to $500,000.
Dude, what the fuck? I would buy something so much better for that money. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Like, you could literally get into like Aventador territory with that kind of money. Like,
it's insane. Yeah,
damn, that's a drop ball.
but
To each their own, I guess.
that's why I got so like pumped about it because it's like holy shit, someone spent a lot of
Like,
money.
I'd never do that, but that's cool.
If I had the money, I would.
You
I would
serious?
I wouldn't.
As like your only car though.
No.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no.
That's kind of how I was thinking. I mean, maybe if it's like your second or third car, and you're like, oh no, this $500,000's burning a hole in my pocket. I need to get rid of it. Then
I feel like that dude was like looked like he's from Dubai. Like
True.
they were big, so he's probably got hella dough.
yeah, he's got those oil connections, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another like quick spot is a TVR, which is
Those are pretty rare.
yeah. I mean, I think the company is bankrupt now,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't think they're ever imported to Canada, so it's from the UK. It's a very small manufacturer, and they just do really dope cars.
Yeah, they look crazy.
Yeah.
Like even for their time, like I forget what the model's called, but like they just look super futuristic, and they were like back in like the early, like mid 2000s, right? They were built. Like early
something like
10s.
that. Yeah.
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 Yeah, because they look like even with today's standards, it looks futuristic. So it's pretty impressive, honestly.
My favorite part about the car we saw is if you look at the roof, because most roof is just like flat. This one has like a little bit raised by the driver's seat.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is like they couldn't fit helmets. Like if you had a helmet for racing, they couldn't fit in the car, so they had to raise the roof a little bit,
That's so funny.
which is like nobody else would do that. They just
Yeah.
like just leave the roof.
It's like if it's a main manufacturer or like mass produced
Yeah.
thing, like it's just small batch or like, fuck it, let's raise the roof.
Yeah, but these guys are like, that's great.
Yeah.
And then the other thing was a Carbon Series 4 GT, like the new one.
That was nice too.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. And I'm kind of kicking myself because this was like towards the end of the show. I was there because you guys left early. I stayed back for like another hour, an hour and a half. And I was like just burned because like the sun was killing me. And I was like there for, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours. And then I saw one of the YouTubers I've been trying to like connect because I'd love to have him on this show.
Yeah.
And he was there like with the owner of the Carbon GT. And I was like, oh fuck, I should like go up to him. But
Yeah.
there's a crowd of people. I was just tired. I was like, fuck this. I don't want to
Yeah,
go.
that's fair.
So yeah, there's took like one
Plenty.
picture of the Ford GT.
I mean, still plenty going on to see in one day. Like,
Yeah.
it is exhausting, and it was really hot that day, so it
Yeah,
doesn't help. And I don't think we had water either, so
no,
yeah, be smart.
Very
of us.
prepared, yeah.
Very prepared. No sunscreen, no water, no. I don't think I even had a hat, so there's that.
yeah,
Yeah. So next year, be prepared. We'll be prepared. Bring a little picnic basket with a bunch of shit.
yeah.
But yeah. Now, what about the loot? What'd you score? I didn't score anything because I missed all that shit. But
Didn't you get a lollipop?
no.
You got the. I had to carry those stupid flyers. You got the church flyers, or
Yeah, they gave them to me, and I just told Kevin no give backs, so he was stuck with them.
I was like for 10 minutes just walking around trying to find a garbage can because I didn't want those things. So we
This
got.
guy just walks up and he just like hands them to us. Like he doesn't even say anything. He just gives it to us and like, all right.
Damn. Aggressively
Yeah.
promo. I got a lollipop, which was great. I got a keychain. So they're what's it called? Tab, where I bought my car.
Yeah.
They had a little boost set up, and then you like spun the wheel and you could win something. I got so freaking close to getting a hat.
Oh,
It was
okay.
like ticking, and then it's like a hat.
Should
and then
give you
fall.
that just for buying a car there, no?
I felt like it. I was like, "Yo, guys, I bought a car for you."
Yeah, like come on, that's the least you can do. Throw it in.
Yeah, but I was on live stream, so I was like, okay. So yeah, I just
Like, what car did you buy? Like a Ferrari 488.
yeah. So yeah, I got a keychain, which I mean, it's still free loot,
Yeah.
and I needed one, so I'm glad. They were handing out free water bottles. Well, like not like water in them, like metal, like really nice metal
Really?
water bottles.
What brand was that?
I don't know, some auto insurance company. I should have grabbed one on reflection, but I was like,
Oh, you didn't grab it?
I didn't want to carry it.
Yeah, I feel like I just collect water bottles at this point. I need to stop.
Yeah, I got a bunch too.
Yeah, I never even use half of them.
And then yeah, free sunburn.
Yeah, that was the best part of it all. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Came home with a redneck.
We ate some overpriced pizza at this Italian place.
Yeah, so we were hungry, so we went to Italy to get some food. And I don't know why. I did this exact same thing a year ago. I got 5 cheese pizza, and I hate blue cheese with a passion. It tastes like chemicals.
Yeah, keep in mind this guy's French, who invented blue cheese, and they still doesn't like it.
Yeah, so I did it again this year, and I was like, what the fuck, why did I do this
I
again?
don't even really mind it that much. It's definitely an
bad.
acquired taste, but
No, it is bad.
it's the type they're using. It's just like extra moldy.
It just, you're eating mold. How's that pleasant?
It's great. It's fantastic.
No.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, right? Like,
Ridiculous.
if you see mold on your bread, you throw it out. But if it's on cheese, you're like, let's eat it. Come
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Anything else?
Check our socials. We have a recap video on there.
Do it.
And then, yeah, we're going to attend next year. So
Definitely, yeah. If you guys are around next year, come say hi. We'll be walking around. Yeah, maybe we'll start like a chat by that time. We can all meet up or something. That'd be cool.
yeah, come mug us. Or
Go scream when cars rev at the same time. Come mug us. Come steal our sunburns if you want.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right, guys. So that's it. Thanks for watching. We will see you in episode 44. Goodbye.